Hello everyone.
Hello.
So this time I'm fighting against a player named Nier, straight out of Death Note.
Oh wow.
He's gonna outsmart me.
Oh, Himiko.
Yeah, we see a Himiko. So he first bans Rosen. So as many of you might have immediately noticed, I took out Reen and instead putting Mariel. I decided that I didn't really like playing Reen, like the RNG stuff and like the times where I won with Reen, it didn't really feel like it was under my control. I just had to hope that he did the right debuffs, and I don't really like playing that way. So I instead decided to take out Reen, instead put in Mariel here. So Mariel, of course, is a guard piercer. It helps round out my box a little bit, and of course he gets buffed by Elwyn, who I'm first picking quite a bit. So Nier has a mostly AoE box. So once again, we're going to see Vincent in action. And he has Zerda, and Vincent is in Meteor Strike, so he's going to have a faction buff for Vincent here. Himiko's going to be pretty annoying. I have a single target team. He did let me have Matthew because most people leave my Matthew alone, I think. Most people notice that I have a protagonist box, but then they just leave Matthew alone anyway because I think most people know Matthew kind of sucks. So I just decided to just rush in. I do frontal assault here, even though I can't actually hit Himiko. So the thing about Reign of Glory is that if you don't do any damage, you actually don't get the reset. So as you saw, frontal assault actually didn't get reset after I used it on Himiko, because I didn't actually do any damage to her. But I used it anyway because what I wanted to do is I just wanted to get the defense buff.
Yeah, I thought it was on.
Yeah, so Vincent comes in. Lots of AoE damage coming. Thankfully, he got the heal block helm, but thankfully it didn't hit Wataru. So Wataru heals himself up a little bit because of his talent. So I decided to take out his Zerda here. Here comes Himiko. And goodbye, Sigma. So I luck. So because Vincent, after his 3C, is immune to debuffs, so that did not lock him in place. Just doing more AoEs. He's trying to damage my Yulia so that she doesn't have a revive anymore. Tenyo Breeze on the Ares. So I have to use Discipline here so I can try to get Yulia's HP back up, but I didn't heal up enough.
Yeah, it needed like 72.
Yeah, I need like 70. I think it was like 70% as the threshold. So, he of course uses 3C on Ares here, even though he could have saved it, but he wanted to take out Elwyn.
Yeah, he did. So.
Yep. So Wataru healing himself again to start a turn.
Okay, that's the first Vincent we've seen
Yep.
go boom.
He blows up. Pretty annoying. So the first time Vincent blows up, he actually gives himself a damage debuff. So even though he attacks Matthew here, he doesn't do very much damage, and he's actually not going to blow up for that much damage either. So he actually doesn't manage to kill either one of my units. Even though he gets really close though, like Matthew.
Yeah, he did do a lot, so.
Yeah. I mean, he did have Scarlet Reaper, and yeah, 400 HP, so I was kind of lucky there. Matthew hanging on there. Matthew surviving is going to be very important because I need Matthew around to buff Wataru.
Yeah.
And Wataru, of course, is healing himself up every single turn. So that heal from Wataru is actually helping me out a lot here. Wataru is keeping himself healthy. And you can see he's actually staying back because he knows that if he gets too close, then Wataru is just going to maneuver around and kill somebody. But he makes a mistake here. He places Florentia in that spot. So he tries to take out Wataru here.
Ooh, close.
Very close. Yeah, I use, like I said, I use Bracer on my Wataru, so he has very high defense. And the Murderous Desire from the Scarlet Reaper didn't do anything. So I actually lock Florentia in place here. And that was a mistake on his part. He shouldn't have placed his Florentia there because the fog is actually going to catch up to Florentia on that tile next turn. So since I've locked her in place, she's actually just going to die there. And Wataru healing himself back up again. Yulia just barely holding on here. So I can do Discipline. Heal up a little bit. It's not quite enough. Wind Whisper. Yulia's gone.
Yep.
But, you know, thanks to Wataru, you know, yeah, so so like
Yeah,
I was in range to air slash him with Matthew. So yeah, like this match I think was won by Wataru. Wataru just healing himself up and tanking all those hits, taking a lot of punishment. So yeah, so like at first I didn't think Wataru was going to be that great. Like I kind of underestimated him even though I'm using him. And as I've been using him, I've been liking him more and more. I think he's pretty good against rush teams like this. People made the mistake of thinking he's some kind of tank buster. He's actually much better at fighting rush teams like this because he keeps himself healthy. He can move so far. He can even he can disable a unit with his movement lock, and he can even kill a revive unit sometimes. So he's pretty versatile.
Okay, nice.